welcome to Crafting on the Plains. My name is Jacintha, and this is my channel, mostly about counting cross stitch, but also occasionally about knitting, sewing, quilting, and any other crafty endeavors that I happen to get up to. Welcome to my channel again, and thank you so much for joining me. I have gotten quite a few new subscribers and viewers since my last regular Flosstube update, and so I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. I believe that is attributed to Just Keep Stitchin', Pam and Steph. They named me as their gold Flosstuber of the week, I think 2 weeks ago, and I just wanted to tell you ladies, thank you so much. I almost cried when I saw that. I was so just honored and flattered that you all said so many kind things about me. So if you're joining me from their channel, welcome and thank you for checking me out. I am going to do just a super brief introduction because there are so many new people here. So like I said, my name is Jacintha. I have been cross-stitching since 2019. I've been sewing and knitting since I was a small child, and I live in Oklahoma. I live in like kind of the eastern part of central Oklahoma, I guess you could say. I live with my husband, our daughter who's a kindergartner, and our cat. You may see her make an appearance. I don't know where she's at right now in the house. I am also, for my work, I'm an attorney and a college professor, and then crafting is what I do for enjoyment and relaxation. So thank you so much for joining me. You are so welcome. If you're joining me and you've not considered subscribing, you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. It does help my channel grow, and it also helps you not miss my new videos. I also want to give a thank you to Cross Stitch the Globe. Stephanie shouted me out and mentioned my Vlogmas that I've been doing. So I've been posting. If you haven't been seeing those, I know that not everybody's into like vloggy type videos, but if you like a little bit of crafty like daily content, I film throughout the week and then I post once a week, usually about Sunday or Monday. So I'm doing that during the month of December. So those videos are available as well if you're interested in them. But I am going to go ahead and just jump right into the stitching. So I've got I'm going to pull my little thing a little bit closer to me. I have got a new start and almost fully finished to show you. And that is this project. I am so excited about it. This is Repeat the Sounding Joy, and this is a new chart. I think it was a Jingle Ball exclusive. So if you didn't get your hands on this, I'm sorry. I think you'll probably have to wait till next year, but it's from Heartstring Samplery, and this was one of her Jingle Ball releases. And it is part of a series. So if you like this one and you didn't get it, there are a number of other ones that have really similar, like Christmas Carol lyrics and kind of like a similar type of motif around them. And I do want to stitch the other ones in the series. But this one I stitched on a 36 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim, and I used one strand of pin cushion by Color and Cotton, and it is such a beautiful, lightly variegated pink color. One of my themes this year is pink Christmas. I've got a few pink Christmas ornaments on my tree, and thank you so much those of you that gave me good pink Christmas stitching patterns last video. I really appreciate it. I definitely checked those out and added some of them to my to stitch list, but I wanted to do this one in pink. It was not originally charted for pink, but I think that the nice thing about these is that you can just pick any color that matches your decor. And like I said, I started this at the Jingle Ball. I had some other plans that I didn't have time to kit up that week, so I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna shop and see what comes up and just start something. And so that's what I did, and I finished this. I think I finished it within less than a week of when I started it, and it's a pretty quick stitch, as you can see. And I did yesterday cut it out, put some interfacing on it, and then I did sew the back on, which is a glitter pink. So cute. I think I have a thread or something hanging there. A glitter pink. And I just need to stuff it and sew up the bottom, which I'm hoping I can do tonight because I really want to get this out and up with the rest of my decorations. I also have been working on fully finishing another piece into a pillow. This is one I stitched last year, but I thought I'd go ahead and pull it out because it is a beautiful Christmas piece. And this is called Winter Thistle. Yes, I think it's called Winter Thistle. It's a pattern by Modern Folk Embroidery. And I did alter, I did it, it used to say Merry Christmas, or I don't know what it said. I think it might have just said Christmas, actually. I think it just said Christmas. And I changed it to say Naluk Creole. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologize if I am not, if you're a Gaelic speaker and I'm saying that wrong. Sorry about that. But because it's a thistle and it's kind of a Scottish theme pattern, I thought that putting the words in Scottish Gaelic would be a good choice. So, and then this was a year that we actually visited. We went on a summer trip to Scotland. So kind of a commemorative ornament as well. So there's that. I stitched this on 36 count. I cannot remember, Witching Hour, 36 count Witching Hour by Under the Sea Fabrics. And I stitched it 1/2 with Fool's Gold. And I think that's a classic Colorworks color, Fool's Gold. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. So this one will hopefully also be stuffed tonight. And I didn't show you, I backed it with a metallic snowflake. So I love that they're both sparkly on the back sides. Not that you'll see much of those, but. So these are in process of being fully finished. I had another new start. And I will show you this right now. It's a little bit of sewing, but it's a project bag. So I sewed this project bag since I last saw you. And I just used Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, her project bag tutorial. That's just what I always do. And it's got this fabric that I got from Joann's, I think, last year. And then this is I honestly have no idea where this other fabric came from. It was a fat quarter that I got in a bundle. I think honestly when Hancock Fabric was closing. That's how long I've had this. And the back is lined in this same fat quarter, but the front pieces are actually just lined in white because I didn't have enough of this piece. But the piece that I started is, let's see. Plum Street Samplers Cardinal Kin. And I actually asked, if I can speak, I asked the people, the viewers of my Vlogmas to vote on which Christmas pattern I should start next. And this was what won. So that was a couple weeks ago, I think. And so I started this one. I'm doing kind of a blend of like 1 and 2, if that makes sense. Like, so there's 2 different options, colorway options. Number 1 is a bit brighter, and then number 2, if it will focus on it, is a bit darker. And I didn't like the dark cardinal. I wanted a really bright cherry cardinal, but as you will see, I'm stitching this also on the same fabric that my Repeat the Sounding Joy was on. So this is also 36 count Fiber on a Whim, Milk and Honey, and it is quite light. And so certain colors are not showing up the same way that I think they would on whatever fabric this is. I think I'm not sure, but it's not showing up the same. So I've been playing around and kind of pulling colors from both options as sort of a way to make it work. And then a few of the colors I've switched out. So here is the piece. And so for example, this leaf right here, I am stitching that in Ivy by Color and Cotton. And you can see my needle, so sorry about that. And I just have this in the hoop because this is what I've kind of been working on. I still need to serge my edges. I just really wanted to get started. I had like, I don't know if anyone else is like this, but starting projects is exciting, but also a little bit stressful because you have to like figure out exactly where to start on the piece, get everything together. And so if I am like have the wherewithal to actually start something, if my piece is not serged, I will go ahead and just get it started, and then I'll run over to the serger hopefully today and go ahead and get that serged. So there we go. And I'm just working on the little mama cardinal there. She's so cute. And I outlined her body so I can just fill it in. She does need a little beak though. I really like how this is showing up on the camera. It's making me like this piece more. So there it is. Cardinal Kin. And that is it for my new starts. I'm going to talk about some whips now. So one of the main pieces that I have been working on is one that I showed you last time. And that is, I'm going to have to post a picture of it on the screen because it's a digital pattern that I'm using. But it is another heartstring samplery, and it is Go Tell It on the Mountain. This was a Jingle Ball exclusive last year. It's now available as a paper chart, but I don't think she's selling the PDF quite yet. I'm not sure when she will be though. Maybe it's out by now, but usually she will wait until, and a lot of designers will do this, they'll wait until the paper charts have hit the stores, and the stores, like the LNSs, have had a chance to purchase, sell them before putting the digital product online. So there it is. What have I done? If I have a before picture on this one, I will post it. I'm not sure if I do though, but I finished up the roof and I started on this door and I did some more of these leaves and I did some of the snowflakes. So I haven't put too much time. I think I'm at 30% now on this, and I was at 25 before. So not a lot. I have been focusing on my new starts, but I do want to make this one a priority. Given that it is the 18th of December, I don't anticipate that I will get this finished before Christmas. Maybe a miracle will happen, but especially with Cardinal Kin, I don't think I will. That's all right. I'm going to keep stitching. I stitch Christmas until Epiphany, and then after that, I stop stitching Christmas, and I'll just put it away and maybe work on it throughout the year, and then pull it back out next Christmas. And I've started doing that last year. I used to be really stressed out about finishing projects and not putting them in hibernation, but now I really enjoy working on projects during the season and not being stressed about finishing them, because that means I'll probably get to finish next year. And then I start with something that's almost finished the following season. So that's nice too. My last piece that I have been working on recently, there's a couple things I put in 1 or 2 stitches on, but nothing major, is Moon Glow by Nora Corbett. And this one is not a festive piece, obviously, but I have been seeing a lot of people stitching on this. I think there's a stitch along that people are doing, the Moon Glow Magic SAL. And so I've been seeing that. Stephanie from Cross Stitch the Globe, again, she's stitching this and she's trying to finish it by the end of the year. So I have been very motivated to get mine out. So I did do just that. And here is mine. I have not put a lot on here. I've been working on her, blanket thing that she's setting on, and I've just been adding more and more to the blanket, and I'm almost to the edge of the blanket. So I think that's going to be, this is the densest stitching, is this bottom part right here. And I do need to do some back stitch, obviously, on the blanket, and then obviously on her, finish up her leg and whatever. And then I'll have the other side of this to do. This part, this color, I'm ripping out. This is a conversion. So, and this is an amazing conversion. It's from a woman. Her name on Instagram is Cross Stitch Spells, and she stitches a lot of fancy ladies, and she does amazing conversions. And she did a conversion of this pattern, and she only uses 2 of the called for water lilies. So this whole thing is pretty much water lilies, except for a couple DMCs. And she did a conversion to DMC variegated. So I'm actually, my pink, my oranges, all of that is DMC variegated. And this one is DMC variegated as well. And hers does not look like this. So I think I got a skein of DMC variegated that was more blue than whatever other color, white, it's supposed to be. So Stephanie kindly sent me some of her leftovers on this Moonglow color so that I could switch it out. So I do need to pull out my moon and pull out some of these some of them are like actually white and you can see them. So I'm going to only pull out a few of them, but I need to, yeah, pull those out. And I just have not had I hate ripping back as most people do. So here it is. I had originally, this was my birthday start last year. My birthday is December 28th. So I originally had wanted to finish this before my birthday this year so that I would have a new start. I'm going to go ahead and still have a new start. I am stitching, it's over there. I forgot to bring it. I'm going to be stitching, I'll post a picture because I don't want to go grab it, but I'm going to be stitching Capricorn by Nora Corbett. So I'm a Capricorn since my birthday is December 28th. And so that's what I'm going to be starting my birthday. If you have a fancy lady that you want to stitch on December 28th with me, that would be amazing. I would love that. But I am just going to try to make this a finish in 2025. And I'm not going to be worried that it's not done on my birthday because I'm starting Capricorn. I've got it all kitted up and ready to go. Okay, I'm going to move on now. I do have another plan to announce that I'm really excited about. I'm going to talk more about this. I'm going to do a whip parade here probably later this week, or I'll probably post it maybe the week after Christmas. I'm not sure, but I am going to do a whip parade. But I wanted to announce on here that I am going to do a stitch along next year that I am so excited about. It has been already posted on Instagram. But it is going to be the year of freebies SAL. It's going to start on January 1st, 2025. And this is very open-ended SAL. Personally for me, what I am doing for my year of freebies is I've noticed that I have tons of freebies. I have Jingle Ball freebies. I have freebies I've gotten from newsletters. I have freebies that I downloaded for free off websites, like all kinds of freebies. And then I don't stitch them because I prioritize the things I've purchased, which makes sense, but there's so many cute freebies that are taking up digital storage space that I want to stitch and they just get saved and put away, right? And so my personal goal is I'm going to start at least one free chart every month in 2025. I might finish them. The other good thing is a lot of freebies are smaller. There are some larger freebies there. I mean, Heaven Earth Designs has freebies, you guys. But I'm going to try to maybe do mostly smaller freebies. I'm not really sure. And so that'll be a nice way to get some smalls finished as well. But I hope that you join me. And yeah, like I said, it's just anything that's a free chart to you. So yeah, if you got it as part of like a newsletter or just a Jingle Ball or a different retreat or just got it off a website, I also feel like this will be a great way to share freebie patterns. So if you are, I know we can't follow hashtags anymore, but if you see what other people are stitching and it's free, then you can go download it yourself and stitch it. So it's just a lot of great opportunities for finding free patterns, saving a little bit of money. But you don't have to start one every month if you don't want to. You can start one in January, you can start one in June, you can start a few randomly whenever you feel like it. But if you are stitching a free pattern in the year 2025, please use the hashtag. It's going to be hashtag year of freebies SAL. So year of freebies SAL. And I am so excited to see what you're doing. Also, because if you haven't heard about this, if you're on Instagram, they are going to change the way hashtags work. I mean, we can't follow them anymore, which is so sad. But you can still tag me. So tag me if you're stitching something in the year of freebies, because I am so excited to see what you all come up with. So please let me know if you're excited. Let me know if you're participating, and definitely tag me if you start a freebie in 2025. So I am going to talk a little bit about some cross stitch haul, because I did do some shopping, but my patterns are all digital. So I'm going to just post pictures of what I got from the Jingle Ball. And some of these are Jingle Ball exclusives, but some of them are not. So I'm looking down at my phone because I want to make sure that I get these patterns right. So one of them that I purchased that I don't believe is a Jingle Ball exclusive is Chili. And it's one of the animal crackers that's by Stacey Nash. And I have been looking at the animal crackers and eyeing them, and I've resisted buying them and stitching them, even though they're so adorable. And then I love penguins. Penguins are one of my favorite things. So when I saw this cute little penguin with its cute little like night hat on, like little sleep hat, I just had to get it. So I bought Chili, and I think that Chili will be a good project to stitch even in January maybe, because he's not, I mean, he does have a red hat, but he's not like super, super Christmassy. So I got that one. The next one that I purchased, I did download quite a few freebies, but I'm not going to show those. The next one I purchased is, I think this one is an exclusive, but it is from the Blue Flower, and it is called Peppermint Panda. If it's not an exclusive, anything that's not an exclusive, I will link below. But Peppermint Panda it's a red panda, and that's other than, I mean, penguins and red pandas are my favorite animals. So I saw the red panda and I had to have it. I had wanted to start it this year, but I am getting I'm running out of time. So we'll see if I go ahead and start that. I need to look at what flosses are called for, but that is a super, super cute one. And then the other one that I picked up, I'm just looking down again here, I apologize, is called Peace on Earth, and it is from Pansy Patch Stitches. Yes, Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitching. I apologize. And this one I don't believe is a Jingle Ball exclusive. It was a Black Needle exclusive, but she just released it at the Jingle Ball for the first time. So I think you can buy that one. It's very cute. It fits my pink Christmas theme really, really well. So I love that one. That one might be one of my Christmas in July starts. I'm not really sure, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm really enjoying those. I'm so glad I bought them. And yeah, if you bought anything in the Jingle Ball, let me know what you got. Okay, I'm going to talk about knitting and a little bit of sewing. So the knitting and sewing I have is also related. I'm looking here because I thought I forgot something. One thing that I sewed, is that the correct past tense? In addition to my cross stitch project bag that you already saw, I made myself a knitting project bag. This one's quite small. It's for socks. This is my Advent sock bag that I intended to make at the beginning of the season, and I just didn't. But I've got more of this sparkle pink fabric. And then I've got, which is also at the top, and then I've got some, I don't know, these look like Christmas cookies to me. So little trees and Christmas cookies shaped like trees, and a little turquoise ribbon on the top. And it's just got box bottoms, very simple drawstring bag. And in here is my knitting project that I wanted to show you, which is my Advent socks. I have not made a ton of progress on this, but I have been working on them. So my yarn is Christmas Market by Ruby and Roses. It's a very, very pretty Christmassy, but also not totally traditional Christmas colorway. I also have a mint color that I honestly have no idea where this is from, sadly. But here is my sock. It's a little bit tangled up here, but here it is. And I have been working on my blanket as well, but it's so difficult to show you. I'm going to only show you when I have like substantial progress. But this is my sock. So this is going to look a little bit strange. So this is my heel, and I'm doing a bit of a different heel than I normally do. I normally do a German short row heel, which if you are not familiar with knitting, it's a way of basically you just knit one side and you go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. This is a short row heel in some ways, but it's a bit different. This is what's called a godet heel. And it comes, or that's what the designer calls it, at least, is a godet heel. And this is from So Sweet Violet. And I think that her Ravelry shop is still open. She just announced that she's closing her online, like physical product store next year. So she's going to be winding down she makes like project bags and different, sells different little like, notions and things like that. Very, very cute. I've never purchased from her because she's in the UK and her shipping is not of her fault very expensive. So I've sadly never purchased from her, but very, very cute shop. But I know she's winding down her physical shop, but I would assume she'll still keep her patterns available on Ravelry. I'm not sure, but this is the Sweet Vanilla Cuff Down socks. I think I did change my cuff a little bit, but I'm using her heel and I'm going to use her toe as well. And yeah, I will link her below if she's still available. Hopefully she keeps her Ravelry open because I love her patterns. So, but she's retiring and I'm very happy for her that she's getting to do that, but I hope that she keeps her Ravelry patterns open. Okay, that concludes all of my stuff. Oh wait, no, that's not true. I have a little bit of knitting haul too. I have just one thing that I can show you, and that is I placed an order with Plies and Hellhounds, and she is one of my most favorite yarn dyers. Everything she makes is to my aesthetic. I love it. But this is a Christmas colorway. It is called Frosted Window Panes. I don't know if you can see it. And it's on her Marie Cutie base, which is Superwash Corriedale and nylon. So it's a great sock yarn. I bought this ahead for next year. I find that by the time I remember to start thinking about buying Advent Christmas yarn, it's too late for me to actually start the project by the time I make it and it gets to me. So I thought ahead, and this year I purchased some ahead so that way I would have the yarn to start for my Advent socks next year. So there's that. Very cute. I also got a mystery skein from her. She sells at the end of the year. She does these little like mystery skeins. You have no idea what's in it, and I'm gonna open that. I bought that for myself as a little gift for myself at the end of Christmas Day. I think I talked about this on my Vlogmas, but I'm somebody that I just kind of get Christmas let down, and so it's really nice to treat myself to something that I can look forward to for the end of the day. So that is what I'm gonna do with my other skein, and I will share what skein I got in my mystery bundle on my next Flosstube. So that concludes everything. I think it is a little bit shorter episode today. Just been really focusing on a few festive projects. But yeah, let me know if you're going to participate in the year of freebies, and let me know what your plans are for the new year. I will see you in the next one, and I hope you have lots of crafting time.